Good Friday evening, everyone. Today is October 3rd, and you're watching 270 Weather. Weather for the 270 area code and beyond. I'm Chris Allen, here live at the current time, 6:45 in the PM on this third day of October. And there were some sneaky showers that showed up today. I'll have to admit, I did not see that coming. And many of you did not see that coming. It was one of those things that really the forecast models didn't pick up on and raise a red flag. Hey, here comes some rain. Uh, it was just one of those things that developed. There was a pool of moisture that was kind of sitting over western Kentucky, and with a southerly wind that was tapping into it, maybe even a little heating, although this event happened before the sun came up, started at least then, and went through much of the day. It was kind of strange, a little weird, but some of you picked up rain when you didn't expect it to rain. So, nice little bonus there for those of you in Western Kentucky. And we'll check some of the rainfall totals according to the Kentucky Mesonet sites and see how much you guys picked up. I'm jealous because I wish we would have had some of that rain here. But most of it is gone, as you'll soon see on radar. High temperature today, 83. At least it wasn't 88 like it's been for the last 3 days in a row. So it finally, because of the cloud cover today, it dropped a bit cooler. 83, 6 degrees warmer than the normal, which has dropped one more degree to 77. The low was 64. And as you see there, no rainfall in Bowling Green. All of it was out to the west. And none of it is there now. It's gone. I mean, I thought it was really going to just, I mean, if you did not know, there was rain pretty much in this area, like down through Greenville, Central City, Hopkinsville, and it covered all the way over to the land between the lakes and over toward Seabury and then back up toward Henderson and Owensboro. And it all just kept coming and going south. But as you can see now, as of 6:47 p.m., it's all gone. Now, in the morning, there could be, there's still, according to what I've seen, there's still a little boundary that's kind of setting up here along the Ohio River. And overnight tonight or early in the morning, there could be some rain showers that pop up again tomorrow morning, just a little further north. But it was kind of strange. But hey, we need any rain that we can get. Most of us are going to have to wait until next week to get the rain. So those of you that picked it up today, count your blessings. It was a nice little bonus. All right. Well, let's go to the Mesonet and see just exactly who got what. Um, Here is a look. We'll check current temperatures here as of 6:48 p.m. 70s, pretty much everywhere except a few upper 60s here and there. Okay, let's check rainfall. Let's go. I don't know if any of it started before midnight, but just in case, let's go last 24 hours because that would take in everything. Okay, so there it is. Look at this. So there's not a station in Davis County in Owensboro, but you go to McLean County and over a half inch of rain. Nice. Muhlenberg County, just about a half inch of rain. there in Central City or Greenville, actually. Central City is a little bit further north. 1100s there in Madisonville, Hopkins County. A little bit over a quarter inch there in Hopkinsville and Christian County, and even a little bit over toward Cadiz in Trigg County. And some of you even picked up stray showers in parts of Todd, Logan, and even Butler County. A little bit in Ohio County, but none of that rain hit these sensors, these rain gauges where they're located. So that's why they're reading near zero or close to zero. But it was just in a path right here where that rain fell this morning. And hey, some of you picked up around a half inch of rain, which is better than having no rain at all. Winds right now, as you can see, are as we're now past dark after sunset. Okay, and so let's look at the projections for rainfall. And this is still looking healthy. This is not counting today, but this is the rain that is going to come in starting Monday night, then into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. And if you look at that dark blue to light blue, dark blue to light blue, so we're talking anywhere from say half inch to 3/4 to about an inch of rain. And in some little spots, like right in there, of course, this changes day to day. So don't look at this and go, it's exactly where it's going to land. But there could be some spots that maybe get up to an inch and a quarter, inch and a half. Some of the rain chances have gone up just a little bit more from what I was looking at yesterday, as far as the rain chances. So there's some good news. It's just most of us are going to have to wait until next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, to benefit from the rain. As we go to the charts here, surface maps for the next 7 days, here is a look at the way it is right now with high pressure. The ridge is beginning to break down just a little, and it's going to move off to the east. And here's where we may see some leftover showers late tonight or in the morning: southern Illinois, southern Indiana, along the Ohio River, as I mentioned. Here we are, 1 a.m. tomorrow morning. Still some areas of a little patchy fog. Lots of fog as we get into 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Hey, if you got something to do outdoors, maybe prepare the yard or get something done outdoors before chillier air moves in or before things get too out of hand or too deep into fall and then into winter. You've got a couple of days here, tomorrow and Sunday, when it's going to be rain free and temperatures not all that bad. It's a little warm, but not hot. And you can have some pleasant weather to get things done that you need to get done outdoors. Here's 7 p.m. tomorrow night. Here's 7 a.m. Sunday, 7 p.m. Sunday. Still looking good. Now into Monday, this is when we begin to see some of that moisture coming in. Some of this will be out of the Gulf and then back to the west. This is the cold front that is going to come through by Wednesday and touch off somewhat better rain chances. Here is Tuesday morning, and you see the rain covers the entire state, even into parts of Tennessee And there's the cold front that is going to come through on Wednesday as the high pressure ridge begins to break down even more, allowing this front to come through and allowing it to rain. It seems like high pressures for the latter half of summer and the beginning of fall have fended off any good rain chances and have kept them away. But this one is going to keep the rain. There we go. 7 a.m. Wednesday. The front comes through with the showers. Now, there's some showers with another piece of energy back to the west. Here we go into Thursday. Now, this system is going to get kind of hung up in the plains. So while our rain chances move out mainly Wednesday night into Thursday, there could be some kind of leftover here, renegade showers. As we get into next Friday, it's not loaded in here. It says unable to load the weather data, but this usually happens on the very last frame. But you can see there's a little trough here, little disturbance. And by next Friday and next weekend, we could see maybe a few more showers. And I know behind that front, we are going to feel cooler air. It's coming. Not cold, but much cooler air. Let me show you. Here's a look at the blender of the models. We go mid 80s tomorrow, Sunday, low 80s for the beginning of next week as we get those rain chances moving in. And then look at that, 70s, mid 70s. That's where we're supposed to be for high temperatures this time of the year in the middle of October or near the middle of October. That's where we ought to be. And look at these lows. We go from 62 to 52. That's a 10-degree drop. But then look at this, 49. That would be next Sunday night. Let's see. Sunday night into Monday morning. Next Sunday night, the 12th, into Monday morning. 49. See, I'm telling you, it's coming. It is coming. And it's about doggone time because I'm really kind of done with this warm air. And I know there are some of you that just love it and you love that the summer temperatures have hung on as long as they could. But you know it's got to give it up. At some point it's going to give it up and it's coming. All right. So rain is on the way next week and cooler temperatures. That means you need to take care of your heating and cooling system with R&R controls. And I think some of you have taken my advice and you've called them and have set up an appointment for them to come out and take a look at your system. Now, as I've mentioned, there are 6 guys. You've heard of 5 guys. That's the hamburger joint. But R&R Controls has 6 guys. Blake, Logan P., Kevin, Andy, Aaron, and Malik. 6 guys who know what they're doing and want to come service your system to make sure you're ready for the colder air, which is going to come soon, sooner than you think. Oh, I can put that off. It's too warm. I'll put it off another week. Then you get into another week, and then you put it off another week or another couple of weeks. And then all of a sudden, here will come a big system with a lot of cold rain, and much colder temperatures and wind. And then you're like, doggone, now I've got to flip on my heating and oh, it stinks. Why does my heater stink? Why does the heating, the HVAC stinks? Well, you could have a critter in there somewhere lodged in your ventilation or maybe next to the heating element. I've had that happen. It's not, it's not good. You get one of those, you get a mouse or some other critter that crawled up in there, maybe got caught in the fan, the blower fan, and then right next to the heating element, they croak. And then when you turn on the heat, whew, it's just nasty. It is nasty. You don't want that to happen. Call R&R, have them come out, take a look at your system, do some diagnostics on it, get it all clean and ready. Make sure the fan, the blower's running. Make sure the heating elements are doing what they should. Make sure your thermostat is working like it should. I mean, come on. I mean, do it. Just do it. 270-777-2024. Again, 270-777-2024. With R&R Controls, you'll never be without heating, without cooling, without ventilation, without a generator. They take care of all of that. So give them a call. Okay. All right. Don't forget, having a few more of you, it appears, that are subscribing to 270 Weather, the subscription service. That is an add-on. And yes, it is $1.99 a month, but I'm preparing some extra content for those of you who would like to subscribe. And all you got to do is scan the QR code that the arrow is pointing to there with your phone. Open your camera on your phone and scan the QR code, and it will take you to where you can sign up for just $1.99 a month. And this coming Sunday, I will present another flash forecast for the week ahead that only you, if you're a subscriber, will get. And there will be some other things that will get added on to that service. And again, it's an experiment. I don't know how well it's going to work, or even if it will work, or if, if there's not enough people that, you know, then I'll do something else. But I'm just trying it because once you get into this kind of level of social media, especially where you're doing something every day, like a video and about the weather, and you're trying to get it out on the streams and you're trying to get it going, it's natural to want to try certain levels of this kind of thing to see what works and what doesn't work. And if it doesn't work, I won't do it anymore. So there you go. Okay. Let's see. I was going to try to show you one more thing, which some of you probably saw today. Let me go back to this, and I'm going to try to call up um, what I want to show you. Let me see if I can get it to work. Yeah. Okay. So let me go from here to my Facebook page. Ah, there we go. So I think this is going to work. Yeah. All right. Look at this. Let me see if I can get it to pop up even bigger. There we go. So, do you know who those people are? Okay, yeah, it's me out in front, but do you know who the other two people are? Well, on my right is Laura Rogers, and on my left is Shane Hollandy. And every once in a while, the three of us get together. We have some good old Mexican food, and we get together and we probably spend a couple of hours just catching up. And it's a lot of fun because I miss these guys. Of course, this is from when I worked with them at BKO, and I miss working with them. And it's just good to get together with people like that because it was more than just a job. We had a relationship, we had a friendship. We keep up with each other. We're, from time to time, we'll run into each other here in town. They both live here like I do. And from time to time, we just say, hey, how about we get together Friday and have lunch? And so that's what we did today. And it was good just to catch up with Laura and Shane. Shane is working with the Kentucky Mesonet at Western Kentucky University. In fact, he is responsible for helping me get the Mesonet data that I show you every night with the temperatures and the rainfall. And and they're putting in more stations. So that's his job. And then Laura, who I used to co-anchor with on AM Kentucky, she works for KET television, and she is KET's Western Kentucky, Southern Kentucky reporter. And sometimes she'll do some specials up there in Lexington at their headquarters and Kentucky Educational Television. She is a part of that and she loves what she does. Both of them love what they do. And now I love what I do at Channel 40, WNKY, and this 270 weather. But we shared some old stories and just caught up with each other and see what each other's up to. And it's just good. It's just good to have that. Um, and there's a lot more people I'd like to catch up with that sometimes I don't know where they are. Sometimes I will talk to them, former coworkers on Facebook or social media, and I'll ask them, "How you doing?" Maybe we can get together and do lunch sometime. It's just good. It was good times, really good times. So that happened today at lunch, and I was just thrilled to get to see them and break some bread, as we say. All right. You guys have a great evening. Thank you, as always, for watching 270 Weather, and I will be back here tomorrow evening with a fresh update. In the meantime, God bless.